Hello and welcome to the weekly moon update for the week of April 22nd through the 28th. We have a full moon week and we have, thank goodness, the end of Mercury retrograde. And the only community event that we have is we will be streaming live on Twitch Tuesday this week. So let's jump into this full moon week. Okay, so like I said, we've got a full moon week. So that means for Monday, we have a waxing gibbous moon. Tuesday, we have the full moon. And then for the rest of the week, we have a waning gibbous moon. This means we have a lot of moon energy happening this week. And remember, the moon reflects our emotions. So that's why people tend to be very emotional on a full moon week. Anybody who works in food service or works in the emergency room knows that things happen, crazy things happen when there's a full moon. So starting off this week, we're still hanging out in Libra energy, which the moon transitioned into Libra over the weekend. So we are starting off this week with the element of air. And the symbol of Libra is the scales. So this is figuring out how to bring more balance and alignment into your life. I tend to look at Libra days as do the thing that you've been neglecting, especially if you want to have that thing in your life and you want to keep that thing in your life. A lot of times we avoid things that we kind of don't want in our life. So if you don't want it in your life, then don't put time or energy on it. But if you want something in your life, you gotta pay attention to it. You gotta focus on it. You gotta do the thing and you gotta do the work so that this thing stays in your life. So I like to just, on Libra days, if I've been neglecting sleep or rest or self-care, then I use a Libra day to meditate, especially because Libra is that air element. So I like to meditate on Libra days if I have been kind of overworking myself and kind of feeling all over the place. Coming back to myself in meditation helps me find clarity, specifically mental clarity, and that can help you regain focus and momentum, especially with all of this heightened energy. However, if you've been neglecting things that you just have to do, like those things that laundry or deep cleaning the bathroom, or those things that you avoid, Libra is a good time to kind of balance that out, because the things that we are neglecting are collecting energy, and we have that negative association with them because we don't like them, we don't want to do them, and that negative energy is just building. And so it's a good time to literally clear the air when the moon is in Libra. And we will be in Libra energy all day Monday and into Tuesday morning. All of the times that I list here are in Eastern Standard Time. By Tuesday morning, we are going to be transitioning into the Scorpio energy, which pulls us into that full moon energy. We have a Scorpio full moon, which is a extra emotional, watery. It deals with those deep, dark emotions. Scorpio season is around Halloween. So it's that dark and spooky time. And I love that we have a full Scorpio moon to bring up that kind of spooky energy in the middle of spring, right as we are almost to Beltane. So Beltane is May 1st, which is next week, but at Beltane is the exact opposite of Samhain, which is when the veil is thin, which is when we're able to contact our ancestors and hear them more clearly and speak to them more vividly. And it's also a time that we want to honor our ancestors. Here at Beltane in the spring, the veil is still thin and you can still honor your ancestors or speak to them more clearly and closely, but we can also connect with the elemental spirits that are helping the earth bloom and blossom this spring and into summer. So this Scorpio energy is putting us into that full moon energy, and the moon will technically be full at 7:48 p.m. Tuesday evening. So we're finally out of eclipse season. This is a regular bright full moon. There's no eclipsing happening. Mercury retrograde's coming to a close. So hopefully this is kind of like a very nice, refreshing, cleansing full moon. And we'll be in Scorpio energy until Thursday evening. So a lot of the full moons and new moons that we've had this year have been like, we enter into that zodiac sign a good time before we actually reach that peak full or that dark new. But in this full moon's case, we're only in Scorpio energy for around 8 hours. So we're not really, it's almost like this full moon is like bursting in with the Scorpio energy. Whereas before we've been kind of easing into whatever zodiac energy is happening around that newer full moon. But this full moon is like, hey, Scorpio's here. Let's cleanse, release. Let's look at those things that may have come up over the eclipse and let's figure out what to do with them. And then you have a few days to kind of like integrate that and like while still being in Scorpio energy and to figure out like what that means for you. So then Thursday, Mercury goes direct. Yay! This has been like the worst Mercury retrograde. Actually, I feel like we had a Aries Mercury retrograde not that long ago, like maybe a couple years ago, and it was like very similar. So, I mean, this is just like technology being on the fritz, like everything, like my computer breaks, my laptop breaks, my husband's car is broken. Like everything is just not working technology wise. I think I maybe lost my last in real life friend, and it's been a lot. Aries is like burning through those things that I don't know. Aries is burning through the things that I guess need to be burned through for your highest good. So Thursday, we will also transition into Sagittarius around, the moon starts transitioning at 7:16 p.m. and then we'll be in Sagittarius at 9:37 p.m. This is one of my favorite transitions, the Scorpio to Sagittarius, because I do like to go to those deep, dark places and I like to navigate them and explore the darkness. I like to understand my emotions and what motivates me and what causes me to react a specific way or causes these emotions to come up. Like I like to explore that darkness and I like to explore like the reasoning and finding understanding behind it. But I can also get stuck there and I can get lost there. I think it's the Pisces rising in me that like I can get lost in that deep, dark ocean and just kind of live there and wallow and be totally fine. Well, not totally fine. But then we have this fire, this Sagittarius fire that is like, okay, so this wasn't working. This was hard. This was difficult. Let's go towards that new thing. Let's find the truth. Let's find the answers. Let's find the understanding. And let's find something more new and exciting, to be honest. So Sagittarius is going to like be that centaur that comes in and saves the day and brings you to that light, reminds you that there is light in the darkness and that there is adventure out there waiting or better things out there waiting for you. So at the end of the week, later Thursday evening and into Friday and all day Saturday too, we have Sagittarius energy. So this might be a good weekend to kind of like the weather's warmer. Hopefully, maybe you have a clear weekend finally. Like we've had a lot of rain where I am. So hopefully you're able to like get outside and enjoy the sunshine, enjoy that fire energy, enjoy the warmth, and just kind of have fun because it's been rough. Eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. It's been rough, and I feel ya, I hear ya, and we're almost through it. We still have that Mercury shadow season that lasts a couple of weeks, so we're still feeling the Mercury retrograde energy, but we're not like in it. So hopefully Sagittarius inspires you to like do something fun and exciting this weekend, or even if that is just like chilling out on the couch and watching a movie, like do something that like makes you happy. That, remember, Sagittarius is the truth seeker and wants to investigate things and learn new things and explore new things. So movies can certainly do that. And then on Sunday, Capricorn is like, oh no, you're having too much fun. 3:30 in the morning. It's time. Nothing good happens after 2 o'clock in the morning. So go to bed, get ready, start getting ready, rest up your body for next week. Capricorn is an earth sign. It brings us back down to the ground. And it is like, hey, remember those things that you wanted to accomplish. Remember those goals that you set during Capricorn season in the beginning of January, in the middle of winter, when you had all of this hope for this warmth in the spring and the summer to come. And now we're here. We're like literally halfway through spring already. And Capricorn is like, hey, remember, like, let's get moving on those things. What were those goals and what were those intentions that you set? What were the goals and intentions that you set at the new moon? It's always good to like reflect back on, even though it's only been 2 weeks, it's good to reflect back on it and to remind yourself like, hey, what needs to be adjusted? How can I change things up and keep moving forward? So to recap the energy of this week, we've got Libra energy giving us this fresh breath of fresh air kind of energy to start a week off fresh and find some mental clarity to get ready for whatever Scorpio is going to bring up for you, whatever you want to be releasing and letting go of, whatever, like let that water just like wash over you and cleanse and release so that you can let go. Because during the waning cycles, we want to be letting go and releasing. And then we have that fire energy to kind of like warm us back up a little bit if you've been navigating the deep, dark waters of Scorpio, and to like brighten things up, to inspire you, to spark that creativity and that inspiration to keep moving forward towards your goals. And then on Sunday, with that earth energy, we can come back to the earth and be like, okay, we're ready to start a new week. We're ready to start moving forward with our goals. And within the waning moon cycle in the next few weeks, you're going to want to start winding things down. So this is the time to like, when we have gibbous energy, this is a lot of energy. So this is the time where we want to get things done. We want to do things that need to happen. And that way, when we move into the waning crescent phase and into the dark moon within the next few weeks, you can start like relaxing and winding things down and conserving your energy. So I was feeling like I needed a little fairy godmother energy. So we've got our fairy godmother message today, and I'm anticipating, I usually, get stuck in the dark, deep, depressing waters of Scorpio. So I felt like I needed a little tough love, if not some nurturing, comforting love. So our fairy godmother message is: your soul doth stir from deepest sleep. Old life fades, it's not to keep. Dreams are healed that once were taken. A kiss is sealed, time to awaken. New life beckons, change awaits. Walk your path and trust the fate. Awaken, dear one, from your slumber. What once appealed to you does no longer. Friends are not quite on your wavelength, and what once motivated you no longer does. What has happened? Why do you not feel the same? Well, my dear, let me explain. You are experiencing a great shift in your personal energy. What you once found attractive is no longer appealing. This has caused you some concern because you feel you are letting other people down if you lack the same enthusiasm. Others are often scared of change, especially when a friend becomes indifferent. I am here to assure you that what you are feeling is entirely natural. Your wishes and desires to spiritually evolve and or to live as your authentic self has brought about these changes. As you connect with your angels and guides, practice meditation, pray, and live your truth, your vibrational frequency raises to match that which you now seek. Your disinterest in certain situations, behaviors, people, and material items is because they no longer match this elevated energy. You will begin to notice synchronicities, such as a chance meeting with like-minded people. Don't be afraid of letting anyone down or for being ridiculed for becoming who you really are. The new doorways will open, and what no longer serves you will fall away naturally. This is an auspicious time, for you are becoming truly alive to who you came here to be. So this is the tough love message that I certainly needed. It's really hard changing and evolving and not having the people that were in your life before come with you. It's really hard. It's really painful, and it's really difficult. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean people either. This can be a job that you're leaving behind, or a home that you're leaving behind, moving on to a new place, a new life. And I think as difficult as it is, it does help to remember that the things that you wanted, the things that you desired, the things that you've been longing for will be coming after this release, after you surrender and let go and just trust that something else is coming. And that's like one of the most beautiful lessons about the moon phases and the cycles, is that the new moon teaches us to sit with that darkness, to sit with the emptiness, and allowing that emptiness, knowing that more is coming, that more of what you want is coming. And we can get trapped in these cycles of getting scared or frightened because the emptiness is hard, it's difficult, it's uncomfortable. And you're like, wait, you backpedal, and you're like, oh no, wait, I was wrong. I want that thing back. Can I have that thing back? Can I have it? Can I have that thing back? And then you just got to do the whole cycle over again. So if you find yourself, and I'm speaking to myself here too, if you find yourself like, why do I keep coming back here? Like, why am I always in this place of like not having the things that I want? Like, how does that keep happening? And it's because of the backpedaling. It's because of the retracting and the closing off and the like, no, wait, I'm not ready. And then you got to start over. You got to start from square one, and you got to keep moving forward again. And then you feel like you're almost there, and then you backtrack again. And I don't know, I'm totally stuck in one of those cycles too. But it's helpful to hear that like the things are falling away because there's better things to come. And it's perfect energy to talk about on this full moon with Scorpio, because we want that Scorpio water to cleanse and release and let go. And Scorpio can find those deep, dark, stuck things and cleanse and release those. So hopefully you might be able to like release some blockages with this moon. So our chakra card is a sacral chakra card. The crystal they recommend is orange calcite to activate the sacral chakra, and the herb they recommend is calendula. Trust and surrender. Your fiery energy manifests in your expansive creativity. When you trust in your most authentic self, you are full of life and vibrant color. Surrender to your process and enjoy all that you birth into the world. Spend time in nature as a source of creative fuel. Even the flowers will speak to you about ideas for your expression if you let them. I love that they recommend calendula here too, because calendula is so healing. Like it literally like heals tissue, whether that's an external wound or an internal wound. So talking about like how difficult the eclipse was, or how difficult the Mercury retrograde's been, or the difficult things that might come up with a Scorpio full moon, is that we can heal that. We can activate our fire and our Sagittarius afterwards, and we can heal and grow and feel inspired and feel motivated to move forward, so that you're not stuck in that darkness and you're not stuck in that like doldrum kind of place. And our crystal for today is red jasper. It activates the earth and root chakras and helps to renew your strength. It's restorative, calming, strengthening, and brings emotional balance. It's a go-to healing stone. This gem will find your groove and flow with greater ease and fortitude. Red jasper is also known as a warrior stone and raises courage. The affirmation here is I am courageous, strong, and full of vitality. So this is a wonderful reminder that even if we've had a rough time during eclipse season and Mercury retrograde, and even if dark things come up during a Scorpio full moon, that you're reminded of your light, you're reminded of your fire, you're reminded of that inner strength that is always there and available to you if you allow yourself to access it, and that you are courageous and you are strong and you are full of vitality. And the moon is full of vitality this week. It's full, it's bright, it's energizing. And we can use that and tap into that if we need it. So that is the moon energy for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you are reminded by these fairy godmother messages and this sacral chakra message and this red jasper chakra message so that you are ready to step into this full moon week with confidence and strength and vitality. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. Don't say there's nothing to do in the doldrums. It's just not true.